with some more Eternal Darkness for the Wii. My name is Crimson, everybody, and welcome back. Today we shall continue playing this godforsaken game, which is so awesome because it contains cutscenes like this one.
Help me! Please help me! I can't get the blood out!
That made absolutely no sense. Alex found the basement key. Good grief, now we can get down there with this fucked up music playing in the background. And we shall be doing so. If the phone will ring, it did not, but the door knocked at us. In Soviet Russia, the door knocks you. What can be done in this hole? Something tell me, something happy happened down there. Wow. Okay, never mind that shit. We got a pump-action shotgun hangs from a plague mounted on the dusty wall. Good stuff. But I'm still sticking with my sword, because I like it. I like being so medieval of myself. Anyway, a fuse box. If you remember the Peter Jacob chapter, then this would make sense. A fuse box and circuit breaker array is situated upon the wall, all but one of the fuses are intact. The absence of this one is suspicious, and until it is replaced, the circuit connected to it is useless. So many weird sounds in the background. Lucky Penny. Alex jams the Lucky Penny in place of the missing fuse, and we cannot trip it. And it should be working up in the bathroom on the second floor, where we couldn't be before, because Alex was too afraid of the darkness. Such a weak ass. Save blah blah blah, not going to deal with that shit right now. Hope you're all having a fantastic day, because today is October 16th. And it's Wednesday, and that's basically it. What be this? A mechanical device is secured to the floor. Long metal screws hold a dull metal dish firmly against the floor. A locking mechanism is fixed to the top of the dish, looking toward the ceiling. And if you know the building's blueprints in your head, then just above this room is that weird place with the crank things and the big... I didn't remember seeing blood on the floor. That's actually new for me. That's cool. I like that. Not some jump scares, please. Oh, I do know that in this point of the game, when you have low sanity and you just stand like this, you will see a big Pius Augustus face right in the center of the screen, and that's quite disturbing. Because one time I left the game just like this when I went to go and eat and stuff, and I came back, turned on the television, and boom, I saw his face right in the screen, and I was scared as fuck. And as you can see, the painting has changed. Very nice. A hellish depiction of some monstrous landscape. A blood-colored sky hangs over a dementally surreal land in which flayed skins flap in an acidic breeze. What mind could have conceived this? Huh. Looks like a Slayer album. I like what I see. Now we can go in here and get our heads chopped off. We found a journal of Maximilian Roivas. Have we read those? We have a couple of them. We heard this one. Have we read it? Yes, we have read this. And if we haven't, then just read for yourself by pausing the video. This one... Oh, what? This will be the hardest part of the journey. Look for the 88 keys to continue your journey into the past. Okay. And this one we just got. We could read it now. And we shall. This is a page from Maximilian Roivas's journal. It reads, I sought to love all, yet now love caused me pain and suffering. I have learned to fear nothing, although it is nothing that I most fear. All that were loyal to me now number among my worst enemies. Such a contradicting piece of shit, dude. Now we can look at this antique medicine cabinet hangs on the wall. Its wood is stained from years of use and the ambient humidity of the room. We could open it. And we find chapter page. Hidden away, we got it. The legacy, a legacy of darkness, and we will have a cutscene.
You are not free to leave this plane until you complete a task for me. You are to hunt and kill the master of this house. Do this one thing, and you will be free. Else fear the wrath of Xel'lotath. Everything is complete for your arrival, Master. Now we must wait for the planets to align, and that is not too many years from now. Another Roivus has crossed our path. This time, we will not be so merciful.
Mercy has no place in this world.
He will meet such a horrible death that the rest of the line will never set foot in his house again.
Pray to me that they don't.
Okay. What's with the bloodstains, Alex? You're not supposed to have your period. No, that's not even funny. Okay. Pius, could you have a little bit more energy in your voice when you try to make a threat? Do this for me, or else fear the wrath of Xel'lotath. It doesn't cut it. So I'm gonna read this chapter out here, because that's the way I roll. So let's go ahead and start it.
My education in psychiatry did not prepare me. I would love to see how Freud's view of his mother would change with the knowledge of Chattur'gha. How Skinner would incorporate Xel'lotath into his behaviorist theories. How Jung would accommodate Xel'lotath into his theory of the collective unconscious. Like my ancestor Maximilian, I too had an interest in my family tree. As a psychiatrist, I believed that science could provide answers into my family's sordid, bizarre past. It was with great excitement that I began my search. The mansion's history was filled with my colorful predecessors. Everything from convicted and hung witches to committed madmen, each laying their own peculiar mark on its character. I intended to find their secrets.
I love this chapter, it's so awesome. My god, people, we're playing as Edward, the man himself, with the coolest voice ever. He can punch mates in the face. I'm not going to, but still. Liquid courage, more like red wine, a small flask of the old sauce, liquid courage, a magical elixir to power one's spirit in the face of adversity. Bottoms up will regain sanity. Because when you're pissed drunk, you don't care about monsters. One thing I would like to say is that when I played the game the first time, I had no idea what he was talking about in the beginning with Freud and those guys. But I have studied psychology in school and stuff, and now I know what he's referencing. That's so cool. They're using stuff. I'm gonna take this book. A journal of family history rests on the mantle as if used recently. And we can open up this book and read it like the men we are. This book covers the early history of the Roivus family, dating back before the settlers in this land. There appears to be something pressed between the pages. Should we get it out? Now we got the minute hand of clock. We will be needing that. And we're not gonna deal with that. We could go over here later. We first need to explore this house and do what we need to do. So it's, what is it, 48 years earlier? Before Alex's time. So that's very nice. We have played here as Maximilian way back, and we are played now as Edward, 48 years back. A thick layer of grim on the window prevents Edward from looking out into the garden. Despite the efforts of the servants Edward hires, the mansion continues to sink into decay. It seems like you're not doing your job. Where is the bitch? I'm gonna punch you in the face. No, she was just ready to take it, but Edward was too afraid. As Edward nears, the servant stops mumbling to herself and asks him if he thinks the weather will clear up before the solstice. Edward finds the reference to the solstice rather odd and ponders its significance. That's not the way conversations work in these days. It's like, do you have Facebook? Well, no, fuck you. Oh, nice thundering sound. You like that, Nana? Okay, never mind. Edward's curiosity can't leave the mystery alone. He drives himself to uncover the truth behind the mansion and his ancestors. I'm not a manly servant. I need more of you guys. No. Notice Edward's presence and comments on the weather. Idle chit chat. Well, you're not very good socially. 3:33. So that clock has been stuck on that time for a long time. Okay. Bleh. Already read that. Not going to. I know where I need to go, but I'm still going to explore every single room just for the sake of exploring. And we got some revolver ammunition. Why Edward is keeping that around, I has no idea. It's dark in here. Ho, ho, ho. What's the time? It's 10:21. I need to get going in like 4 minutes, and then I will end this part. So this will not be a session. It will just be one part. A standalone part. Is this from the game or never mind? I heard some weird sound and was wondering if it was from the game or outside. Piano. Edward has never learned the piano like Alex, but that has not stopped him from hammering away at the keys now and again. It is very therapeutic. Perhaps one day he would learn it properly. He never did. Well, maybe. We don't know what happened like 30 years later after this. We just know that he will survive until Alex's time. So, spoiler, he will not die in this chapter. But you could have figured that out by yourself. Puttering around with the crockery, the servant informs Edward that the table has been set for him just as he likes it. Okay. It's so dark in here, I can't see shit. Maybe we need a torch. Maybe we don't have a torch. I can't even find the door. There it is. Oh yeah, we got a saber. We read this and not going to use it just yet. I would like to run around like this gentleman that I am not and explore. Exploring the painting, change back. Seems like it hasn't changed a lot since, yeah, that time. The statue isn't there. The bedroom is pretty much the same. Brooding. Oh, we can almost see it when the lighting hits. Melancholic paintings adorn the walls. Strange choices of decoration for a bedroom. Each one seethes with a virulence that could only have been wrought by an unsound mind. I have no idea what those words mean. More ammunition, that's what I understand. And more, that's all shotgun shells, that's good. Same text? Yep. We would like to look at them. So just wait for the lighting, I'm gonna drink some red wine. There we go. And the bathroom has another camera angle, that's the only difference, and the master bathroom is woefully Spartan and only barely contemporary. It appears to satisfy the most practical of tastes, or perhaps someone who has their mind set on other things. What? Okay. What kind of sick fuck are you, Edward? What would you like to do with the maids in that bathroom? I'm just kidding. But being here, some more ammunition, maybe? Elephant gun. Blech. And in here, good folks, the best gun in the game. Oh, we can see rain on the window. That's so cool. Looks like small insects, but still. And this is what we were supposed to find. Historical General. Open it up. And we will find our hand of clock. Now we can make progress in the other part of the library. But we're not going to, since I'm going to end the part very soonly. Just gonna look in here first. Muttering to herself as she works, the servant comments on how the mansion is never really clean. Maybe because you go around and pick up dust with your hands. That's not the way you clean. Just look at... Okay, the session is over, good folks. Thank you for watching. I will see you next time. Goodbye.